Good morning and welcome to yoga. Today we're going to be exploring the second chakra, Swadhisthana. And the second chakra is at the base of the body. It's in the pelvis and the sacrum. It encompasses our kidney, bladder, sexual organs, and circulatory system. It's the quality of water, of flow. So of course, we'll be doing a lot of flowing poses during our class this morning. I also want to give you a little thought about this chakra. So why don't you start lying down while I talk to you? So just take a moment to settle on your mat. And again, you can lie in Shavasana, or you can have your feet flat on the floor. You can be in the constructive rest pose we learned last week. And you can bring your hands to your lower belly, between your navel and your pubic bone. And there you are with your hands resting on your second chakra. So let's take some slow, deep belly breaths, inhaling and expanding the belly. Exhaling, squeezing the belly back towards the spine. So yogic belly breathing massages the lower internal organs, brings movement to your second chakra. And this is a chakra that gets a lot of bad rap because it is related to your sexuality, your creativity, pleasure, and playfulness. And for whatever reasons, when this chakra is out of balance, when it's overactive, and those qualities turn into lust and addiction, maybe even, that's why this chakra has a bad name. But we're going to stick with sexuality, playfulness, creativity, and intimate relationships. That's what this chakra is all about. And the quality is water and flow. So you're just flowing with your breath right now. Taking some nice slow breaths deep into the belly and out. And I will join you on my mat. And the color is orange. Take 2 more nice, deep belly breaths. And then bring your feet flat on the floor if they are not already, but align them as if you're doing bridge pose. And we're going to do some pelvic lifts. We're going to rotate the tailbone towards the ceiling as we squeeze the belly back towards the spine. And we're going to press the tailbone into the earth as we lift our lower back off the floor. Bring your awareness down into your pelvis and your sacrum, feeling that nice pelvic bowl, opening up the second chakra. And if you'd like, you can imagine or feel orange energy, swirling ball of orange energy enlivening your second chakra. So we're just gently rocking back and forth, pressing the sitting bones and tailbone towards the floor as we lift the lower back, squeezing the belly and tipping the pelvis towards the ceiling. Deep breaths into that area and notice the pleasure the enjoyment of moving your lower body. So focus today on enjoyment of moving your body, not trying to make it do something, but flowing with its energy. Do 2 more. And come to stillness. Again, you can come back to constructive rest with hands on the belly. Take a few more breaths and take in that energy. And then let's roll to one side, and we'll come to a seated position. And rather than sitting in easy pose like that, if you can, you're going to sit in diamond pose. So that it's a variation of goddess, so that your legs are making a square, or a variation of cobbler. Sitting up nice and tall, and let's lift the pelvic floor and rock back, and then come forward. So we're not moving. Usually when we round from the middle, from the 3rd chakra, but we're going to focus more on rocking backwards and forwards on our sitting bones, drawing the belly back and rocking back, so that the upper body is pretty straight. We're not focusing on rounding the upper body, but on feeling movement in our pelvic and sacrum areas, our Swadhisthana 2nd chakra. And of course, if this does not work for you, you can sit in easy pose if that's more comfortable. So again, we're keeping our upper body rather stable. We're working through the lower body, opening up our sensual area, our play area, our pleasure area, and also our ability to have intimate relationships. And let's come back to stillness and just feel the energy waking up. I bet when you leave here, you're going to feel so creative. I look forward to hearing next week what comes out of this. Again, you can stay in this position or move into easy pose if you like, and we'll do some circles. Gentle, easy hip circles. Awareness and breath right into your 2nd chakra. Just having fun, feeling the joy and the playfulness of moving. And let's circle back the other way. And let's come back to stillness and just feel the energy. Feel your creative passions waking up. Let's widen the legs, bring the hands to the floor and back. I'm sorry, I'm going to grab your thighs. I'm going to rock back. So this time we're rounding the whole spine. Inhale, lifting the head and chest, but we're feeling that motion starting down at the 1st and 2nd chakras and rippling up the back of the body. Feel the breath flowing into your second chakra. One more. And come back to center. Let's bring the legs together. We'll hug the knees. Inhale tall and come into a spinal twist. Feel how that twist starts in your lower belly. Inhale back to center, and we'll spinal twist the other way. Inhale back to center. Now we'll bring our hands to the floor back and widen our legs. And we'll gently lower the knees from side to side, lifting your hip and pressing it forward. And then we'll turn that into a spinal twist, and you'll feel a nice pull right across your lower belly. So knees to one side, walk your hands around, lifting that hip and feel that stretch, looking over your shoulder. Notice you're also squeezing your kidneys right here. And when we come back to center, that kidney is going to get flooded with nice fresh oxygen. And then we'll flip the other way, walk ourselves around. Feel that nice squeeze in the kidney. Pull across the belly. And inhale back to center. Take a moment to take it in. And then we'll come into Dandasana. So sitting in Dandasana, you're feeling your lower belly holding you up. So feel the connection of your core to your posture. Let's squeeze and spread the toes while we're sitting here. And point and flex. And circle, but still keeping the support through your core. And circle back the other way. And windshield wiper the legs. Still sitting up tall, feeling that nice connection through your second chakra. We'll bring one leg in and stretch over towards the other leg. Starting with a straight back. I'm sorry, I didn't go too fast. So that you feel that the movement is coming from your lower back, from your sacrum, not from your chest. Stretching over your leg. Maybe your hands land here, that's perfectly okay. Wherever they land is fine. Breathing deeply into your belly and out. And then surrender over. Feel that nice stretch in your lower back. And then we're going to bring one hand inside the leg, wherever it lands, and bring the other one up overhead, nice side stretch. spinning your body towards the ceiling. Inhale back up. Bring that knee up, stretch it out. And bring the other leg in and open it out to the side. Sit up nice and tall, draw the belly in, and coming forward, movement initiated from the lower back, not from the chest. Stretch up, hands land wherever they land. Focus on the breath in your belly. And surrender over. You're going to come up just enough to bring your hand inside your leg. Again, maybe your hand is here. Roll your shoulder back, spin from your belly, reach up and over. Nice side stretch. And let's inhale back up. Come back to face your legs. One more. And once again, we'll stretch forward with a long spine, initiating from the lower back. Hands land where they land. And let's surrender over. Inhale back up. Take a moment to feel the energy in your lower belly and lower back. We're going to bring the legs in one more time. Bring the hands behind you. Come on up into a boat pose. Again, you can keep your hands on the floor behind you, or you can hold your legs, or you can reach. Don't collapse your shoulders. Keep your upper back and chest broad, but feel the support of your core. Remember, if any of these poses are too challenging, you can come out early. We're going to grab our ankles, come back into our butterfly pose. Sitting up nice and tall. Do a little bit of butterfly there, opening and closing. And then we'll bring the knees back up. Rock back, coming into our boat pose. Maybe your legs are shaking at this point. I know mine are. And we'll grab our ankles, bring our feet down, and a little bit of a butterfly pose here. We'll do one more set for those that want to. If not, you can take a Shavasana break. Maybe straighten the legs. It's up to you. I just cramped doing that. And in, and one more butterfly pose. And one more forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale back up. Let's swing our legs around behind us and come into table position. So we're going to do a variation of our cat and dog today. Since this asana is all about flow, it's going to look like this. Rounding up and over, pressing back. So we're not staying still on our arms and legs like we usually do. Drawing the pelvis up and in, rounding, coming a little forward, lifting the tailbone, rounding a little back. So a little more flow in your cat and dog today. Feel the movement initiated through your pelvis. Go as slow or as fast as you like. Whatever feels right to you. Let's do 2 more. Doesn't that feel nice though? Isn't that fun? That's what we're looking for today. To have some fun with our bodies. 1 more. And then let's bring the toes together, widen the knees and press back into child. Deep breaths, awareness into your belly and lower back. Let's inhale back up into table. You can do a second set of the rolling table variation, or I'm going to demo a slightly more challenging variation that includes a downward facing dog. So if you like, you can lift your knees, roll back, lift up, come forward. So we're never putting our knees down on the ground. We're just lifting up into down dog, rolling forward, bending the knees, rounding up and back. So either variation. Enjoying the flow of your body. Deep belly breaths. If you get tired at any time, please go into child. Otherwise, we'll do 2 more in either variation. And we'll meet in child pose, balasana, toes together, knees apart. Deep breaths into your belly and lower back. And when you're ready, you can come into a squat or a forward fold. We'll meet in Uttanasana, forward fold when you're ready, in the middle of your mat. And we'll roll up. So we took a lot of time last week to really explore Tadasana. So I quiet, I'm going to give you a minute to reconnect with all the things you learned. Find your mountain pose. Remember, mountain pose is I stand for myself. It's all about oneness and integrity. Second chakra is all about balance and intimate relationships. So what's more intimate than our relationship with ourselves? So we'll now do some poses to balance right and left sides of our body. But first, let's step out a little wider and we'll do some hip circles. Again, awareness right into your pelvis, feeling your sensuality. Pretend you're a belly dancer. Let's go the other way. And back to stillness, back to Tadasana. Let's step out to a nice wide-legged position, five-pointed star. Feel the same principles of Tadasana, the same strength of the legs, the alignment of the spine, relaxing the shoulders down the back. And we'll turn the right toes 90 degrees, scoot the back heel, bringing the hips and shoulders to face front, and we'll come into a warrior two, Virabhadrasana. I'm going to spend a lot of time on this pose next week, but for now, we're going to go into a little flow series. We're going to inhale, stretching up tall, exhale, opening. Feel the energy drawing the belly in and up as you stretch up. Drawing the belly in and up as you breathe out. Feel that stretch in your belly. Lift in your pelvic floor. I'm going to stay on this side of the body and we'll do another flow series moving from side angle, Parshvakonasana, back into warrior two, and then over into reverse warrior. Feel your abdomen nice and strong, your core supporting you as you open. This is not so much a second chakra series as it is balancing right and left sides of your body, which is part of the second chakra idea of relationship and balance. And then we're moving in flow, which is also second chakra energy. One more. And from here, let's just straighten that leg and come up into Trigonometry, triangle pose. Inhale back up. Relax the arms for a second. Rotate your toes the other way. Front toes 90 degrees, back heel scooted back, hips and shoulders facing me. Inhale tall, belly lifts. Exhale, lunge. And we'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, drawing the belly in and up. Awareness down in your second chakra. Last one. And then we'll flow from side to side. So this is not so much a second chakra one as it is focusing on the elements of flow and integration, balance of right and left sides. If you want to get esoteric in yoga, the right side is masculine energy and the left side is feminine energy. So if you think of intimate relationships, you're balancing your male and female. Your ability to relate to both males and females, both your own inner qualities and in the outer world. And last one. And let's just straighten that leg and go right into Trigonometry. And inhale up, turn the toes in, toe heel back to Tadasana. And our balancing pose today is tree pose. So if you need a chair or the wall, please go ahead and get that. Shift our weight to the right and rotate the left knee out to the side. Bring the hands to the heart. Press down and stretch up tall. And then you can keep your heel against your ankle or calf or all the way up. You can hold on or not. It's easier for me when I hold on. You can do half lotus. Holding on or not. Feel your second chakra. And let's release that arm and leg. Oh, let's do a little shake out. And let's change sides. Shifting your weight, rotating the knee out to the side, hands to heart. Find your drishti. Again, you can stay here. With the calf, skip your knee. Come all the way up to half lotus. To your upper thigh. Or to half lotus. You can hold on or not. Feel the support of your core. And then And one more, shake it out with a little hip circle. And come back to Tadasana. And come down onto your belly. Take a few breaths here in crocodile pose. Notice your belly pressing against the floor as you breathe in. Notice the slight contraction of your lower back as you breathe out. So we're going to do a meditation focus on Cobra pose in just a minute, but let's warm up by doing a Sphinx and a Cobra together. Okay, so bring your legs parallel. Draw your belly in and press your pelvis into the floor. Bring your hands out parallel to your shoulders and slowly curl up into Sphinx. So this is, you can feel, is also a fourth chakra heart opener pose. Your awareness is down in your pelvis, pressing your pubic bone into the floor, tucking your tailbone down and feeling spaciousness in your lower back. And let's slowly come down and turn the cheek the other way, crocodile pose. And let's point the toes. You can do another Sphinx if you need to, or coming into Cobra. Roll the shoulders back and down, hands by your sides. Slowly coming up. Again, we're focusing on the pelvic area, feeling the pubic bone pressing into the earth, the tailbone pointing down, making sure there's no compression in your lower back. And let's come on back down, widen the heels, toes inward, surrender. And take a few breaths here while I set you up for your meditation. So as I mentioned earlier, second chakra gets a bad rap. And that's because when it's running the show, it doesn't have a mind. It is simply body sensuality with no real conscious awareness. So Cobra is a great pose because it balances the heart and the pelvic area, the sexual organs. And that way, we're using our second chakra with the guidance of higher energy. All right, so we're going to do a longer, deeper exploration of Cobra today. And of course, if at any time you feel uncomfortable or need to come out of a pose, please do. Here we go. Begin by lying face down with the arms at the side. Lengthen the body fully. Place the forehead on the floor. Bend the elbows and place the hands under the shoulders with the fingertips even with the top of the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide to give a firm base of support. The index fingers are pointing forward. The web between the index fingers and the thumb is firmly grounded. Again, if you're in Sphinx, you'll feel your whole forearm on the floor. Draw the shoulders back and the shoulder blades back and down. Draw the elbows and arms in towards the torso. Even if you're in Sphinx, you can feel the arms energetically pulling towards each other. Keep the legs and feet together if possible, and not more than hip width apart. Feel the legs moving back away from the hips and downward into the earth. Keep this focus during the entire pose. Press the pubic bone down into the earth. Draw the lower buttocks down toward the heels to anchor the lower body. Notice the natural firming of the legs and buttocks as this occurs. Notice how the pubic bone also moves slightly up towards the navel to lengthen the lower back. Slightly engage the abdominal muscles to keep this length in the low back throughout the pose. Without using your arms, but your back muscles only, raise the torso up off the ground, lifting from the lower back through the upper back in a wave-like motion. When the spine is extended as fully as possible, gently apply pressure through the palms of the hands. Keep the shoulders relaxed and the elbows drawn back and into the sides of the body. Keep the head in a neutral position. Take another deep breath in and then exhale, slowly lower the torso. Coming down. Inhale, lift back up, possibly coming a little bit higher. Exhaling, coming down. Inhale and come up. You may continue lifting and lowering or just hold the pose. The feeling as you raise up is that the whole spine is lengthening. The sternum is lifting upward and forward. The hips are grounded and the low back is fairly relaxed and neutral. Keep the shoulders relaxed down and back. So if you're down, come back up into a cobra here. Keep the shoulders relaxed down and back. Allow the breath to be directed more into the front of the lungs. Keep the head in a neutral position until the sternum is almost perpendicular to the earth. At this point, the head can lengthen and slightly arch backwards. Press down through the pubic bone And also press down with the ovaries and prostate to gain a more solid connection to the ground. Keep the legs, feet, and thighs pressing down and back away from the torso. Keep the chest points right below your collarbones, reaching forward and up. Breathe deeply through the entire pose. Holding for 3 more breaths, if that works for you. One more breath, come a little higher by evenly contracting the muscles along the entire length of the spine while lifting and opening the sternum. Keep the chest pressing forward, the pelvis pressing down, the legs and feet stretching backward, the pubic bone remaining in contact to the floor. One more breath. Focus on opening the abdomen, chest, and neck while lengthening and actively arching the spine. And on the exhale, slowly unfold the vertebra down one by one until you rest on the abdomen. Turn the head to one side, come back into crocodile pose, and completely relax. We're going to do one more series on our bellies. This is a really great one for the sexual organs, kidneys, bladders, second chakra. It's the Locust Series. So let's bring our head in line with our spine, our hands on our sides. Take a deep breath and soften one leg and stretch the other one. Inhale, pressing your hip points into the floor, lift that leg up. As you inhale, stretch the leg as far away from you as you can. And as you exhale, float the leg up, keeping those hip points pressing down. Half locust. You'll feel again a little contraction in your kidneys, but not too much. Blood coming into your sexual organs. And let's lower that leg down, soften it. Inhale, stretch the opposite leg long. Deep breath in, lift that leg up. Keep both hip points on the floor. Inhale, feel your leg moving away from you out of that hip socket, but keep the hip points pressing down. Deep breath into your belly, pressing against the earth. Teeny bit of contraction here, but not a whole lot. Feeling pretty much relaxed. One more, lengthen and lift and surrender. Again, crocodile pose. Switch which hand is on top and turn your head the other way. Feel the blood and energy flowing into your lower belly, your lower back. And let's roll over onto our back. Our knees flat on the floor. We're going to do a variation of goddess pose. So starting with our legs, as if we're going to do bridge, let's walk the feet together. And inhale and open the legs out. Exhale, knees together. Inhaling, opening the legs out. Exhaling, knees together. You might feel that in your belly. Or just feel it that way. And this time we'll open the legs and let them relax outward. Bring your hands to your lower belly, breathing into it. Remember, in this pose, if we're holding it for a while, you can always put blankets or pillows under your knees to keep this from being too intense a stretch. Breathing into your lower belly, feeling all the sensations there. Perhaps noticing the color orange. And you can prop your legs and stay here for Shavasana. Or if you don't have props, walk your legs out and come into Shavasana. Again, let your awareness rest in your lower belly, becoming aware of any thoughts, feelings, colors, images, textures, memories. You can stay here as long as you like. When you're ready, begin to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Gently move and stretch in whatever way feels good to you. When you're ready, roll to one side and come to a seated position. Thank you for coming to practice with me today. I hope you feel playful, creative, enjoying your body. Namaste.